Hi, I wanted to share this information with you because I really love total motion release. And I've been a physical therapist for 26 years. I've got lots of manual training and all kinds of stuff that I've learned how to do over the years. But the last maybe 10 years or so of my profession and my life, I've really been passionate about teaching people how to fix themselves so they don't become dependent on me. So finding concepts and methods that help them to do that really get me excited. And total motion release is one of them. I do want to share, actually it's a very important one of them. I do want to share a brief story. And I could give you lots of stories, but I'm going to stick to one. I had this one woman come in. Her therapist was on vacation, so she ended up on my schedule, and she had a shoulder surgery, and they hadn't attached the clavicle to the sternum for some reason. I don't know what the orthopedic reason was for that surgically, because I didn't do her intake, but I know the notes from her therapist said that the goal was for her to do range of motion and begin isometric strengthening at that visit. So I obviously wanted to introduce TMR to her, so I just mentioned it briefly. She was game at giving it a shot. And so her initial move with that injured arm, that surgical arm, now I will tell you, she had like a 9-inch scar on the back of her arm, this big jagged scar. And when I asked her what that was, she had a gunshot wound to that arm about 8 years prior. So that shoulder had been through a lot of trauma over the years, right? So here's the deal. I had her just do 2 sets of 15 on her good side, the non-surgical side, and her ability to lift that arm was probably improved by more than 50%. Well, her eyes got big. She couldn't believe it. Less pain. I said, well, if it works, we do it again. That's the rule. And so she did 2 more sets of 15 on her yummy side, and she could lift that arm up almost all the way to the ceiling with almost no pain. Her jaw just about hit the floor. So, and as I said, I could tell you lots and lots of stories, but that's one of my favorite stories because it's so quick to share and it was so profound. Well, lots of other stories that are profound as well. So if you haven't tried TMR, you need to try it even if it's just for you, because it can make a huge difference in your own mobility and your own function. But I will tell you this, I have been helping people get out of pain using Zoom for years, long before all the global chaos that's going on now. And when the clinic shut down briefly, I didn't miss a beat. I just transferred full-time into using Zoom. I help people all over the world. TMR is one of the most important concepts that I use to help these people. I have other self-care concepts that I use. I use the MELT method. I use applied functional science from the Gray Institute. And those are all important methods and they're very helpful to people. But I will use the TMR concept with those methods when things aren't quite going right and we're resetting symmetry using different methods with the TMR concept. And so it's such a help to me. It really, really allows me to help people in a profound way without having to be in the same room with them, right? And there's so many ways you can use this. I do a Move Without Pain challenge. As a matter of fact, I just did day 9 today in a 10-day challenge. Day 8 is introducing them to TMR. I teach them the straight arm raise, the trunk turn, and the straight leg raise. Everybody gets blown away. They can't believe it. It's so easy to teach to kind of a group type setting because even if they're doing different movements, you can keep pushing in the concept, you know, how to score, how to tweak, how to use it. It's just, it's an elegant way to help people to move without pain. And there's no end to the ways that you can use it. I teach through the local community college. I do community education. I've been doing it for years with them. Didn't miss a beat. I transferred right over to using Zoom to teach total motion release through the local community college. There's so many ways that you can use this to help people to learn how to move without pain and age well. The sky's the limit. Be creative. But I'll tell you, it's one of the most amazing concepts I've ever learned, and I'm so thankful to Tom Baker for bringing this to the world and promoting it, because there's a lot of people out there in pain, and they all need your help. Bye.